and welcome to my channel. I'm Lydia with Raindrop Lila, and today I'm part of a collaboration hosted by Rach and Bella Crafts. It's a month-long collab with two makers sharing tutorials. The digitals that we are using are called a Garden Story, and they're both by Rach and Bella Crafts and Angela Care, and I will link them down below. I will also add a link where you can go to see all the videos for the whole month long. So it's full of a lot of inspiration and a lot of different makers from YouTube. So I'd like to encourage you to go check them out, and also like, comment, and follow everyone, because there will be a giveaway at the end, so you don't want to miss that out. I'll give more details later. The hashtag for this collab is JournalJigsaw, because each little video or each part that each person plays is like a jigsaw. If you watch them all, they will help you and give you inspiration in making your journal, which is the whole picture or the whole garden story, I suppose. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with this little tag, and I already tore out my little book page. So basically, a really easy way to kind of make your tag your own is to just add a little bit of book page, and I chose this book page because I like the creaminess of it. It's not overly dark or grungy, and I'm going for a bright look, so I think this will work really well. Now, I already inked up all my edges, and I inked the edges of this also, just to kind of keep things shorter for you guys. I'm just going to glue this down. This will give your tag a collaged effect without actually tearing a bunch of paper and collaging on there. So if you have like a nice background like this on your tag, you can always add just a little bit of book page for that print. And then what I want to do is add this little bird right here. And what I did was I went ahead and I cut out a bunch of the different ephemera pieces. I have everything cut out and ready so that I can just grab them, and it makes my process a lot faster. So you can see you can use any of these on here. I'm gonna go with the bird. I'm wondering if I should layer it. You can always layer it, and I think that covers up too much of the book print, so I am gonna look for something else that might be a little bit like this cheesecloth type of fabric. Might work really well because you will still be able to see it. And I also feel like this looks a little bit like a nest, so I think that it has like kind of a good look to it. It fits really well. You can also use doily, like a little piece of doily, and I like that. I think this is really cute. Okay, so I'm just gonna glue this down. And I just dab like a little bit on there because I don't want these pieces to be completely stuck down. I want the pieces to kind of lift up because I like that texture. Okay, and now I'm thinking for the top, I think I just want a little tab, and I'm going to just staple this on here. Okay, I found some yarn, and I'm gonna staple the yarn on here also. So you can use an eyelet also, but I like to change it up and also use a stapler every now and then. So, and then I'm just gonna tie the top. You can just do a tie. Sometimes I just tie a knot and have it hang kind of shorter, and sometimes I will do a bow. So I change things up. You can do either way. Okay. I think that is so cute, and it's a perfect little tag to go in a journal. It gives really nice, I'm gonna cut some of this off actually. I don't like how long that is. But it gives really nice, it's really nice detail for your journal. And it can be almost like a little cluster. You can glue it down to a page, or you can just clip it on or tuck it in a pocket. Okay, so there's our first one. We're gonna make a couple more so you guys can have some more ideas. So now I have a blue one, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm just going to add this book page on there, and you'll notice that I kind of tore it up in a little bit of a diagonal. That kind of gives you some interest, and I find that that always looks good. You don't have to do it that way, but that's the way I do it. Okay, so I have that there. And then this little bluebird I think is really cute here. And shall we add some more? Let's see, what can I add underneath him? So sometimes this is perfectly fine. You can just do that and be done. But I'm thinking I want something a little bit extra. So let's see, I have this little piece. And I like that, but I think I need something more. Let's see. What if we do this again? See how that looks. I feel like it needs a little bit, like the netting is a little bit too see-through, and I want a little bit of white, but not too much. Okay, so I like that. That's really cute. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this. So you can do this with any digitals or even any paper. You just want your background paper to be, you want your background paper, and then you're gonna want a piece of book page. Or you can even use okay, like a flower, a bird, some kind of object that will be your main focal point. Okay, so there's that. And now I want to add something to the top of that. Okay, so I grabbed a little ribbon and I am stapling it on here again. You can totally use an eyelet, or, oops. I'm just stapling it on here, but you can use an eyelet or even just punch a hole in there and go with that. That's totally okay. I do that also, but right now I just decided to go with stapler, and I'm just gonna tie this into a bow. Okay, so I have two little tags here. You can see it's the same idea. I even have the birds there. I didn't realize that I chose birds for both of them, but we're gonna make a couple more with the same idea, and you can always use whatever you have on hand, and these would be a great mass make because you can even make them in different colors and different styles and just use the same technique over and over again. Here we're going to start with a larger one, and I'm going to ink up the edges, and I always I like to fold it up just a little bit because I feel like it helps me work with it. And I love that texture of when you fold it up. Okay, so I have it started like this. Now I'm going to grab again I'm going to grab a book page, but this time I'm thinking I want to add a little bit of contrast. And I love using paper bag, and so I'm going to do that. I'm going to start with this. Let's see. but I'm gonna tear it so that I didn't completely tear it. I figured I would do a little bit of it on camera so you guys can kind of see how I do it. So I'm just kind of tearing it so that it's kind of closer to the edge, and I'm actually gonna glue it down now. Okay. And then I can keep tearing, and I'm just gonna tear to the edge right there. And then I'm gonna kind of roll it up just a little bit. And I'm gonna roll it up on the edge right here. I like that texture that it gives when you kind of roll it up and fold it up a little bit. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of ink on the edges, okay? Now I left it longer on the sides because I'm actually going to wrap it around the back. Okay, yeah, like this. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it around to the back because I want the top to be like a tuck spot. And what you can do is you can tuck maybe a tag in there, okay? So I'm gonna overlap it to the back. And now the back you can always cover up with other paper, or you can make sure that the brown goes all the way across too. I'm not sure what I'll do yet. I'm just gonna glue it down and then we'll see. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna add glue to this one here. This is the back. And so I'm just gonna glue them together like this so that I have a solid on the back. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I want to have some flowers on the cover like this. I have two there, and you can leave this empty and then you can have little tags sticking in, but I think I want to do something different. That looks good too, but I'm gonna add an extra flower down here and have these kind of peeking through, and then up here I have more flowers, and I thought, what if I just tuck them in? I think this would be so cute. So you have a bunch of flowers kind of sticking out. Okay, so I'm gonna glue these down now so you guys can kind of see. I'm gonna start with the flower, and I'm just gonna add the glue on the bottom right now because I want to see where I'm placing it first. And I want to be able to place this flower underneath like that, and then this one underneath too. Yeah, I think that's cute. And again, I'm not putting the glue all the way down because I like the way it lifts up like that, and I even fold them up just a little bit so that it has that bit of dimension, and I think that is so cute. Okay, so now the top here, I'm thinking, what do I want to add? I can do an eyelet. Should I do an eyelet this time? Okay, maybe I'll do an eyelet. I'm gonna do an eyelet. Okay, so I have my eyelet right there. And then I have this ribbon that I could put through, and I'm using white ribbon. You can use anything you want, but I think that the white will be nice. I'm going with a white ribbon because the flowers are really colorful and I want the flowers to stand out. And I'm tying my bow upside down because usually it works better that way. Okay. Okay, and there's the tag. Isn't that cute? I love it. And then I'm thinking here, oops, I'm thinking on the back I can add something. Let's see. I can add something else to make like a little pocket. So the good thing is when you have everything cut up and ready to go, it makes creating a lot faster so that you can just grab your pieces and go kind of. And you can kind of just grab your pieces and just run with it. Okay, maybe this one. Or maybe this one. Maybe I'll go with this one. I like that. Okay. And so we're making a little pocket. And you know what? I think I need to trim it before on these sides before I okay. If I fold it over like this and then I add glue on the edge, you have more room. So if you have a journaling card that's wider, it'll fit in there better. Okay, so that's why I'm doing it that way. And I'm gonna ink the edges now, just so that it kind of defines the edge a little bit. And I'm actually gonna use my bone folder to fold that down. Okay. Okay, like that. And I'm just gonna add some glue. You can always use journaling cards for pockets. And actually, I think she does have pockets in this kit, but this is what I had out, so I just decided to kind of run with this. Okay, so there's the little pocket, and I think we can add some trim up here. That would be cute. Okay, I found this little ruffle I made, and I'm just gonna cut it off and use this. I think that the color looks really great, and I think this will work. Okay. Okay, so there's my little, okay, so there's my pocket, and then you can just add some tags in here. And how cute is that? Okay, so that's another tag we just did. And let's see. Okay, I have another one. And we're gonna start again with the tag, and then I'm gonna add some book page, and I'm gonna ink this one up really quick. And then I'm not gonna glue it down yet because I wanna see the placement of my next pieces. Okay, so now I decided to go with this image. I believe it is, let's see. I know she has some collaged images like this, and I tore it out either from the collaged one or from, she also has different journaling cards like this. So I'm not sure which one I cut it out from, but I just tore the edges out, right? And then I decided that it needs a little bit of contrast because that works, but I like this better. And so I tore out my paper already and I kind of just folded it up a little bit. And now I'm gonna glue it down. I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue right here. And then I kind of am gonna look at the placement, like where do I want it? Like where do I visually think it'll look better? Then I also have this piece that I think will be pretty underneath it. Just gives it a little bit of extra. And then I have this little label that says Garden Moments, and I want to use that also. So now it's all about the placement. I usually like to do a little bit of stitching here, so I'm wondering if I should do that. I'm going to cut this little piece off or tear it off. Okay. I'm thinking maybe I should use some of this again. I really am loving the way this looks. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and glue this part down. And then I think I want to add a little bit on this edge too. Let's see how I want to do that. So you can just build it up if you don't have a piece that works like perfect, like that fits your piece. You can just work it on the back, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm just going to keep adding little pieces. Okay. And let's see, do I still want to use this? Okay, I can still use that. I'm thinking to add this on the bottom here, and then I can layer this on top. And then I'm thinking I want something at the very top maybe. Let's see. Okay, I just had this sitting around. I made this bow for something. I'm not sure for what, but I think it looks really cute right on top here. Okay, so I think I'm gonna add it there. I'm gonna start gluing things down now. So a lot of times I'll start by laying things out so I can kind of see the placement, because the placement matters a lot to me. So I'll lay it out because it helps me to see what needs filling in and how it's all coming together. Okay, and I think I want this right there. And then I think I'm gonna go with that there. I was going for the brighter tags, but this one I think is really shabby chic. It's not so bright, but I think it's so pretty. It just turned out this way. And so, but you can definitely do this with the flower. You just change out the inside and go with something else. Now I'm thinking, how do I might sew that on there. Okay, I'm gonna cut this off. So cute. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna sew this on top here. You can glue it down also, but I like sewing, so I'm gonna go that route. Okay. I've been wanting to do a bit of sewing on here, but I kept telling myself I should keep it simple and just use glue. Okay, but I want to actually sew this little bow on the tag. Okay, so now I'm going to just gonna sew this on here. Okay, now I'm going to tie this off. Okay, I also added just a dab of glue on there to hold it better in place, and I think I need to add a little bit more glue on here. Okay, then I have this little butterfly. I can add that on here too. I think I'm gonna bend it up just a little bit like that, and I'm gonna add some glue to it. And then, okay, so there's that, but I'm thinking that I want something on the back. You can totally leave it like this and then journal on the back, but I think I want another tag. I'm gonna find another tag to add to it. I am actually thinking to just go with a book page on the back. So now I'm using this as a guide because it's the same size. It's the same size as my original tag, but my tag has a lot of like bits and pieces kind of hanging off of it. So I don't want to use that one. Just gonna go with this. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna ink the edges now. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to make this like a little pocket, so I'm gonna glue just right here, okay? So that it's basically a hidden pocket. I'm gonna add a little bit more glue right there. Okay. Okay, so now you have a little tuck spot right there. But I'm thinking maybe I should add something to the back too. Okay, so I'm gonna layer a little bit of lace there, the eyelet lace. Then I have this piece of tulle, and I'm thinking to just add a little bit behind the flower. I think it adds a little bit of dimension, and I like the way that looks. Okay, and then I think I want to add the butterfly on here also. Let's see. Okay, so for the background, I'm thinking to just kind of collage on top of it, and I'm going to go with this little bit of eyelet lace. I have this little bit of paper that, again, I tore out, and this is from one of the collage sheets, and I'm thinking maybe to lay that like that, and maybe add this little cutout on the top. Okay, so then we have a little bit of interest going on the back also. I'm going to just start gluing everything down now. And then I'm going to add the flowers. Okay, so I have this, and then it opens up and you have a little tuck spot, and we can tuck in like maybe one of these little tags or a little note. Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm going to go with a tiny little one again, and this one's going to be a little bit different because I like to change things up, but I thought, what if I added just a bit of fabric on top of there? So I'm actually going to glue it down. And so this way you can actually journal underneath here on the tag. And then you have the pretty fabric on top. I have this piece on top. This little piece of netting. And then, let's see. I want to add this little bit of lace on the very top right there. And I think that's such a sweet little tag. And let's see, what else can I do? I'm thinking to add a little bit of this cotton yarn. And again, I'm going to use the stapler. I like using my stapler. And I'm going to tie it up in a bow now. Okay, that's a little bit too long, so I'm going to cut some of it off. Okay, how sweet is that? I love it. It's very simple, but it's so cute. And of course, you can add some words, some journaling on the back and inside. You can also definitely layer on top if you wanted to. You can add like a butterfly like that. Let's see, maybe I'll do that. Let's see if I have a smaller one. Okay, so I'm going to cut out these butterflies because I might use them throughout my journal, but I'm thinking that I can even use them on some of the tags. Okay, now I'm going to ink the edges just a little bit. It just helps it stand out a little bit. It's almost like adding a shadow to your image. Okay, now I can add this on the page like this. It could have gone at the top too. Do I want to use that? So I think that this would look really cute like this, but I'm actually going to add the butterfly on here. So you can do either or. Okay, so we have that one too now. And I think I have one more I want to make. So this, again, I'm going to go back to using the book page. Okay, I have one more little tag I want to make, and I'm going to, again, use the book page. And this time I'm going to wrap it up to the back, just to do something different. Okay. And then I have this little mushroom. Isn't that cute? Let's see, do I want to add any pieces to that? I can add a bit of doily, but it's not standing out enough. How about some cardboard, corrugated cardboard? Ooh, I like that. I know this is a little bit grungy now, but it's really, really working. with the mushroom. I think it fits the mushroom really well. That's really cute. Okay, let's see, what else can I add to this? I'm gonna tear the edge because I think it was originally cut, and I want a softer edge to match the other side. Okay, so now I'm thinking that I want to add a bit of fabric to this. I love that, I love the way it is framed, and I think that it will look really good with the corrugated cardboard. Just kind of peeking through just a little bit, and then with the mushroom. Okay, I think that's really cute. Let's see how I'm gonna add it on here. Okay, I'm gonna glue this down. And then I have this little piece that I want to fill in the gap at the bottom that I'm gonna use. And then this is just gonna, this will go just on top. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of book page. I think that this one works really well. It's actually more grungy and yellow, but I feel like it just works with the corrugated cardboard and with the little mushroom. I think it works really well, so I'm just gonna go with it. I wasn't expecting to go grungy at all because my journal is really bright, but it does have like brown through it, and so I think it's okay. I just kind of go with inspiration, so that I think that's fine. And I think we can make it work. We can have some grunginess and some bright. Okay, now I want to add something up here. I think, let's see, it's a little bit empty, so let's see what I can do. Okay, I'm gonna try something a little bit different. I'm gonna just wrap this around here. I wanna just add a bit of texture, and I wanna see how that looks. Okay, so I'm thinking to add a little bit of this paper on here, just because I feel like it's too, there's too much almost like white space, if that makes sense. This is too big compared to this. So I'm just gonna add a little bit, just a torn little piece of paper, and I will cut it once I get it stuck on here. I'll trim it down to the size of the tag. So sometimes collaging will just be a great way to fill in some space. Okay, now I'm going to ink those edges. Okay. And I think I like this here up at the top. Then again, I'm gonna just add this on here and I'm gonna just tie it. I'm gonna staple it on here. I'm actually gonna use a crisscross of staples, like a little X, to hold the, just for decorative purposes, it's just like a little detail. Okay. Okay, now I'm just gonna tie this off. Okay, and so here's the tag. I think it's super cute. It's a great little embellishment for a journal. Here are all the tags we made today. Okay, so now we can add some of these to my journal. I have a bunch of little paper clips that I made. I just tied little bits of fabric and ribbon to them. And I'm going to use these to attach them in the journal. Okay, so what I like to do when I look, I like to kind of match them up. So I think this looks really good here. You can also try other ones, but I'm thinking this one works really well with the yellow. And then I can try, like, I kind of wanted that one for this one. Maybe that one. Let's see, what do I want to use? Okay, so I'm going to just use a smaller paper clip for this because it's a smaller tag. And I'm going to actually add it right there. Okay, let's see, what else do I have? This would probably work right there really well. I have a tip for you guys. If you have a page where it feels really busy like this, but you want to use a tag on it anyways, what you can do is you can add some book page or maybe some coffee dyed paper or some journaling paper underneath, and that way look how it breaks it up. Okay, and you can even use maybe another sheet. I'm trying to think of what else I can. You can layer them and it will give you a really pretty effect. So you can layer different pieces like this and it'll really help the way your journal looks. Okay, we're gonna keep going, and usually I like to add a pretty tag onto a paper that is not so busy so that I'm adding some interest to the journal. Let's see. That looks really pretty there. I really like that. Okay, let's see, which one should I use? I was kind of thinking something like this because it's more neutral. And then we have the little tag inside here. Isn't that cute? Maybe I'll add this one to another side, and then this will be just like a little secret pocket for a note. Okay, like I can add this on here. Although I feel like it's a little bit busy, the colors, so I'm going to go with something else maybe. That's kind of cute. I think that works. We'll see. We're gonna keep going. I like this here because you have the field of flowers and then you have this. I think that's so cute, but let's keep looking to see if there's a better placement. Ooh, that's really pretty. I love that a lot. Okay, so see how good that looks? I think that the contrast between the really pale background and then the bright flowers looks so good, and I think I'm gonna just go with this one. I just love the way it looks on here. It really makes it pop. Okay, should I add this? I think I'm gonna use this one on here. That's really cute. Okay. Let's see, shall I add something here? That would be really cute. The little bird. Maybe I'll do this one here. Let's see. I have a little bit of this pretty trim. It's got some teal and some gold, and I'm just going to tie it on here. Maybe I'll double it up first and then I'll tie it on here. Okay, so then I'm going to add this on here. I like that. That's really cute. How cute is that? I love these bright colors. It's so perfect for the spring. Okay, let's see. This is a little bit grungier, so doesn't that look good? That looks really good. I love that, but let's keep looking just in case. See, I got the mushrooms there. Can do that on that side, but no, that's okay. That would be cute too, but I think that I like the first placement better. I think I like it there. That looks really good. Okay, so I'm gonna add this to it. I'm still working in this journal. I'll be still adding to it. So if you guys want to see a final flip through of my journal when it's done, come back and check, because hopefully I'll finish it soon and you guys can have a full flip through of it, because I like to add to it. This is my first steps where I make the journal and then I add the signatures, and then I'm decorating and adding some bits and pieces inside the journal. Okay, now I have this one, and I also have this. I think I'm just going to add this. Ooh, this is pretty. This will go here. I have this one, and this is really soft and pretty, and so I want to see where that would work really well with. Okay, this is like, maybe that's too matchy-matchy. That's nice contrast, but I'm looking for something else. Let's see, this might work because of the background is simple. This is great for journaling, and then you can add this on top. So I might go there, but I'm gonna keep looking and see if there's any other place I can add it. I also like it here, but I was gonna go with this one here. So either one would work. Maybe I'll add this one on this side. Decisions. Decisions. This is pretty. Okay, I like it here actually. This will be good. I kind of like it here. See that? I think there, and then let's see, I have this one. I liked that one there. Or I can do this one here. And then add this one here. Maybe that's what I'll do. No, I think I'm gonna go like this. Because see here, this matches really well, but I feel like it's too much the same. It's fine, it's not wrong, but I think I like this better because that brings more color to this whole scheme. And so here, I have a lot of color here, and then I think this just works perfect right there, okay? So I'm gonna add this one here. Sometimes it's just fun to kind of figure out where pieces work out well. I hope that was helpful. That's just kind of my thought process. Obviously, you can put them anywhere you wish. You can move them around, but I do like to kind of think about how they look all together. Okay. So that was my part of the collaboration. I hope you guys enjoyed the tags, and I hope you guys make some. And if you guys do, please, I'd love to see. So if you guys aren't on Instagram, please tag me because I'd love to see if you guys make some tags. I'm sure it's not anything different, but if you do use some of these techniques or make some similar, please let me know. I'd love to see your take on it. And be sure to like, follow, and comment on everybody's posts because there will be a really big giveaway at the end. There's gonna be a lot of different prizes. I know there's digitals and all kinds of different prizes at the end. So just make sure you follow along, and at the end, Rachel will make a video and she will explain all the details about the contest and all the prizes and the giveaways. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.